What's up, my riggers? I'm Blake. This is Popp.
What's up, you bunch of rump roast randies out there? You bundles of sticks.
Welcome to Grunt Speak Live. And it's going to be a good one tonight.
Like we always say, this administration has not failed to disappoint in the lunacy and unprofessional craziness that they're coming out with.
No. I mean,
oh my
stunning
God.
and brave. We no longer have mean tweets. Isn't that the most important thing?
We can't even keep up.
We really can't.
We can't keep up with this craziness, man.
It's a never-ending just circle jerk of pure and utter incompetence and insanity. It's never-ending.
It is. I mean, and the Democrats really should just change their names to socialcrats because they are literally pitching socialism.
Oh, it gets worse and worse all the time, man.
Crazy.
And the funny thing is, before the election, you never really heard anybody get super duper excited about the most popular president in history, 81 million scoops of ice cream and all that. Mm-hmm. And since he's been selected, you're not really hearing anyone extolling his virtues and proclaiming up and down that what he's doing is for the good of the country anymore, are you? Unless it's on the mainstream media, of course.
What is his approval rating now? Is it like 38% or something?
Half pass kiss my ass and a quarter to suck my dick, I'm pretty sure is just about what it's at.
Okay. Well, first of all, I don't believe the polls, so...
No, but even their cherry-picked push polls that always oversample Democrats have him way underwater.
Yeah.
Way under.
Yeah. It's absolutely insane.
Pathetic.
Yeah. And the vax mandates, people are getting really pissed off about those.
Well, considering we're already still attempting to recover from lockdownerism and all this other BS, and now they want to throw everybody who just got back to work back out onto the street like mongrel dogs.
Yes. Now, what people don't seem to understand is when you take away a man's ability to earn a living, you're effectively killing him.
Pretty much, yeah.
So when this happens to enough people, they're going to realize I got nothing left to lose, and those people become infinitely more dangerous.
Yeah, I mean, it's not like we know of thousands, millions of dudes who, not after they lost their jobs, got dragged through divorce and family court afterwards or anything.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, that's pretty much par for the course.
Yeah. But you married for love. It's totally not about the money.
And here's the funny thing, though. It's like, I know hundreds of friends who are divorced now, right? And I knew their wives. I knew them. And I want to say, as soon as the separation started, a great majority of these women put on their true face, and they just get fucking nasty. And they know they have all of the,
they have all the power.
All the artillery on their side.
Yeah.
They call the cops. They do all kinds of stupid shit. And I don't know, man. Sooner or later, that's just got to come to an end.
Well, it's just one of a million examples of it's no longer about equality and has not been for quite some time. Because
Correct.
Women have more legal rights than men and have for quite a while.
I would say a good 30 years.
Yeah, that's why it's really hilarious to listen to feminists talk.
I mean, they have actual laws that benefit just them.
Yeah.
Affirmative action?
Mm-hmm.
I mean, what the fuck is that? The Title
That's supposed
9?
to be for minorities. They're the majority of the population, 51%.
Like the whole Title 9 shit that's going off?
Yeah.
Listen, you might as well just erect a cross and they name one guy a day and they just nail him there and kill him. Because they don't allow you to defend yourself. I mean, it's insane.
Speaking of being crucified without being allowed to defend yourself, for anyone who has not yet checked out the newest Popp Culture that was posted Saturday morning, hosted by Hammerhand, you'd be one of the few because it is, I think, without a doubt, the most popular episode of the show we've put out in quite some time, no pun intended. It hit 70,000 views today.
Yeah.
and it was manually reviewed and approved for all advertisers. We just monetize everything, and they usually just limit it, but because then we know they're going to run ads on it anyway and not pay us, so it's like, well, screw it. Well, apparently, even after being manually reviewed, they decided to age restrict it today. And why? Violation of the sex and nudity policy.
What's sex and nudity?
None.
There's no sex and nudity.
And we don't really even talk about it during the stream because the episode, it's all euphemistic. You can't censor euphemisms.
Well, they're trying.
They're trying, yeah.
And the thing is, 5 years from now, when YouTube is fighting for their lives against the competition that they themselves fucking helped create.
Yeah.
I hope to God people start suing the officers in that corporation for losing stock value, being incompetent. Just sue them into the fucking Stone Age.
This is going to blow up in their face, and not in the way that Susan is accustomed to. You know, the way she got her job. Ooh.
I mean, we heard Rumble. They just bought Locals.
Yeah.
They're going to be a major player. And I recall, I called that a while ago, didn't I?
Do you think Susan watches this show and trolls the chat and with her double stroker, going on downstairs?
Yeah. And there's phlegm flying everywhere.
Although she's probably been so used and abused on there, it's not even a typical double stroker. It's like hooked up to 2 car batteries, and it's just like 2 paint can mixers from Lowe's just going to town.
Yeah, stuff is ripping. It's not good.
It's the same paint mixer that Bart used for his April Fool's joke against Homer, the one that just destroyed their house. That was a good episode.
I haven't watched a lot of The Simpsons, so I didn't see that one coming. Yeah.
We already got 619 people tuning in tonight, so I guess y'all are excited.
Well, I actually spammed the crap out of this on MeWe and Facebook. I even put it up on MySpace.
MySpace?
Yeah.
Oh, there's a trip back on memory lane. Wow.
We still have a page there.
Really?
Yeah.
That's good times.
I just stumbled upon it. I'm like, hey, oh, it's still there.
Oh, I was laughing my balls off. Somebody screen capped a Facebook status not too long ago, and it was like, they should make it to where you can put your own theme music on your page, and you can design your own timeline and everything. I'm like, it's MySpace, bro. They did that 16 years ago, and it went away because reasons. I still don't understand that, really.
I don't. Yeah, there was some type of. There had to be some sabotage going on between Facebook and MySpace.
Zuckerberg and what was his name?
Because the MySpace engine was basically stolen by Facebook.
Yeah. Was it Tom? Tom was the guy that was everybody's friend on MySpace, right? Tom.
I don't remember.
It's got to be.
I don't remember.
Miss you, Tom.
Sorry, bro.
I'm not sure if you would have fallen for this shit. But I bet right now he is probably kicking back somewhere in a palatial estate, just sipping on, $1,000 whatever, and thinking that he got out while the fucking getting was good.
Well, he probably did.
Yeah.
He probably did.
You want to rip through some super chats before we get started with tonight's first subject?
Let's do it!
Because we got a few already. From Patriot of the West, Odin bless, gentlemen. I'm back to work as of tomorrow morning. Going to have to drag myself to the city at 0900 as a night shift worker. This is going to hurt. Tips on droning out with minimal sleep?
Well,
it's basically how you lived for 33 years.
It all depends on what you do for a living. Like, I myself would usually put in earbuds and just chill out to music and just go about my business for the most part. But, one of the hard things you have to deal with when you actually, move into leadership positions is the higher you get in the leadership position, the less droning out you can do. Because when you start droning out, people see you doing it, and then they all do it, and it's fucking crazy. It's like you're driving a ship with nobody behind the wheel. Everyone's like,
Yeah. I think there was a Parks and Rec episode where Ron Swanson was like, apparently it's in my contract that I have to sit down with anybody who has any, job issues, but it does not say in my contract that I have to listen while they're doing it. So he brings with him a turntable, puts it on the conference room table, and just puts on the headphones, and they're talking to him, and with it. That's all he does.
That show was underrated.
Very much so. What do we got? K to the Swiss. Oh, Christ. Then you got these two scotchy chingos.
Uh-oh.
You little buddies. Oh, well, take a look at this. James L. just cracking off the night in a big way with a $49.99 super chat.
Thank you.
We're not lazy! We're not lazy!
All he has to say is, let's see some bad pop.
Oh, my God.
I think we can manage that.
Yeah.
All right, Crazy Uncle with a $20 donation. It is November, you know what that means. The No Nut Challenge has begun. It is just like stopping fast food, soda, or TV, and nothing but positives. For those in the challenge, I raise a glass to you British cigarettes.
All right.
Let us know in the chat who's in for No Nut November. It will not be me. Just saying. Alternative Lifestyles for Men threw in, sending in my tuition, but I skipped class the past few weeks. What do you guys think about this La Palma volcano business?
La Palma volcano. What the hell's that?
I've been hearing rumblings about a volcano, but I mean, I typically research stuff totally apart from that.
Well, the thing is like I've been getting rumblings about volcano shit every fucking year. I mean, there's always a volcano about to do some stupid shit.
Yeah. So I'm sorry we don't have anything for you on that one, brother.
Stay away from the lava.
Yeah, stay away from the lava. Yeah, don't.
Not a good deal.
You know, I mean, I know it looks warm and inviting, but don't dip your nuts in it.
No.
Just saying.
No.
No. Digital demonic Davros, but Screen 5.
Ah!
Yeah, I can't reach him from here, man. He's too far away.
But you know what? That was ingenious when he came up with the Screen 5, man.
Stole it wholesale from Ray William Johnson just because it was a funny offhanded gag on his show that I thought was hilarious. I was like, what if we my hand just came in like every once in a while and
Screen 5
turned into a running long gag for what, 4 years now? 5?
Yeah, I love it.
It's good stuff. Over on Streamlabs, we got Jimbo the Jim Bro. There's a rumor here in the Down Under dystopia of Victoria that the ADF is training to raid unvaccinated people's homes and encourage them to get poked. If that's true, I'll likely see you, Jensen Valhalla. Damn.
Amen, bro. Amen.
Yeah, they're getting a little out of hand Down Under. That's for damn sure.
Yeah, that shit's fucking crazy.
That's one word for it. Holy shit. Yeah, it's getting a little crazy.
Well,
y'all need to channel
this.
your inner Mad Max down there.
My thing was this, is now we have the governments of this country forcing a medical procedure on its citizens. Where does this stop?
Yep.
When are they like, oh, it's for the good of the whole country that we sterilize you.
Yep.
Or your kidney function is at 110%. We're taking one of your kidneys because somebody else needs it.
Yeah. Well, now that China...
Fuck off.
Yeah, now that China has a 3-child policy, we're going to have to make you do a 1-child policy.
Yeah, pretty much.
Because they have a demographic crisis that they need to handle, which is why they released the virus. And,
Well, in a few years, they're going to get nuked. So
it's good times. Over on Odyssey, Final Fight! Aha! Hey, guys, I feel a lot more confident after Virginia. Let's go, Brandon, and let's press the advantage. Also, inflation is killing me.
Yes. Yeah.
And I do feel a lot more confident after Virginia as well. I've been, you and I both been saying for months, get out there, run for office, high turnout, because even if they intend to fortify an ice cream social, they can only do that so much if the turnout is too great. And that's what happened here.
Well, I don't know. They probably didn't think it was going to be this bad. They weren't prepared for it. But like I said before, our elections are compromised. They're going to keep doing the same stupid shit they've always been doing because they got away with it on the presidential stage. So I don't think we're going to see many more of these because they're going to be artificial wins for the
only in deep blue states. I'm going to tell you that right now, because most states have taken steps like Virginia in order to make sure, mail-in ballots have to be done with a signature, yada yada.
You are not going to convince me that our elections are going to be
are they
redeemed.
Are they 100% ever? No.
No. Until blood runs in the streets, that's the only way you're going to fix this election shenanigans now.
You can't talk about it too much in detail. Don't forget where we are, brother.
It's just my opinion. I'm just going by historical examples here.
I understand.
So, I mean, I'm not telling anybody to do anything, but historically, when you can't get any justice in the courts or at the ballots, People get it themselves.
Yeah. Well, hopefully this is a sign of things to come, because
We'll see.
if there's any way, if there's any way forward for us that does not include a two-way rifle range, this is how it's going to start.
I got you.
Virginia Republicans not only win big statewide races, the House also turns red. They gain 7 seats from Democrats. Holy smoking Joe Frazier. I did not know that.
They shouldn't even call them Democrats. They should be called Socialcrats.
I wouldn't even call them that. Just call them leftoids.
Yeah, that works too.
Because they might as well be from another planet.
That's because they don't live in reality.
No, they live in an echo chamber. That's why you can't argue with them, and why they get so emotional and pissed off, like Gabe, when you bring up facts.
Facts, logic, and reason.
For those of you who followed us to New Tech the other night, you know exactly who we're talking about.
Because we're a bunch of phobist idiots for telling the truth.
Yeah, Gabe the manual stick shift. The state of Virginia is now red. I did not look at this map. This is outstanding.
Yep.
But you know, the funny thing is that in most elections, most states look like this.
Yes, I know.
And all of these red counties are slaves to these blue dickholes.
But the thing is like I've said before, when you can't feed your family, can't heat, can't work, can't heat your house, can't take care of your kids, a lot of those mega blue cities are going to get isolated. And it's not going to go well for them.
Oh, no, they're going to get cut off like a diabetic's foot.
I mean, the truckers are already threatening to not even drive in blue states.
Speaking of truckers, did you hear about this? This is one of the best things I've ever heard.
All right.
Humble commercial truck driver defeats one of the most powerful Democrats in New Jersey, deep blue New Jersey, after spending only $153 on the race.
Well, the thing is, that is just registration fees.
Isn't that amazing?
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
I mean, listen, if you're a veteran, run for a local office and take back this craziness from the socialcrats that are now the Democrats.
You can retake this country from the bottom up.
That's right.
You really can, because most of the laws that screw you on a day-to-day basis are not federal.
Nope.
Humble Christian truck driver with no political experience has officially defeated New Jersey Senate President Steve Sweeney, one of the most powerful Dems in New Jersey.
Okay,
Edward
now
Durza.
if that was me, I would send him a Polaroid picture of my ass with a caption at the bottom, "Kiss it!
Kiss my ass!" I think that's fan-fucking-tastic.
If I won an election, I would do that. I would take a picture of my ass.
And this has been the story all around the country. They elected a Republican DA in Seattle.
Yep.
I mean, all that George Soros money couldn't get their Democrat candidate reelected.
No. But also, like, we need to address this qualified immunity thing. Because
Oh, without a doubt.
that is the underpinning pressure which is causing a lot of these problems.
Yeah. And another thing, too, and we could talk about this when we finally do your If Pop Ruled the World stream, but I think that there's a few things that we definitely need to get back to in this country in terms of basics. Term limits would be one. But you need to repeal the 19th. Pure and simple. People who do not have skin in the game should not have the right to vote in this country. If you have not served your country, if you do not own land, if you do not pay taxes, if you do not contribute in any productive way to society, you should not have a vote that cancels out the vote of somebody who does.
That's absolutely
just
correct.
so you can vote in your own self-interest. That's weapons-grade nonsense.
Well, that's how you destroy. That's how the Roman Republic got destroyed. People voted away all their wealth.
Yeah.
That I'm not going to say that was the only thing that destroyed them, but that was a major contributing factor.
Yeah. And another thing is we have all of these cuck politicians up there on the Hill now.
They need to go.
They're lawyers,
Yeah.
managers. The Congress used to be almost 100% veteran. Now, virtually none of them have served.
I know. That's a shame.
Yeah.
Because, it's one thing when you're a lawyer and you know how to, lie and make it sound like the truth, or if you're a vet who just speaks the truth and just calls it as he sees it.
Dude, we don't know anybody like that.
Yeah, no. I could never get elected with all the videos.
Okay.
All the videos I have up, they would use it as ammo against me.
He hates women. I love this article here. Yes, it was a red tsunami. There was only one way to stop socialism in this country, and that's with your vote. Shock the Democratic Socialists again, a red tsunami rising. This kind of boils down everything that happened here. Texas district that went for Biden in 2020 flipped red. Minnesota rejected defunding the police. Minneapolis residents voted down a measure that would have removed the city's police department and replaced it with the Department of Public Safety. You know, we've talked about that before. If a guy is chasing you down the street with a machete, I think the last thing that he wants is a fucking hug.
Well, I know, like, the city I own a house in Michigan, Berkeley, has public safety officers.
Yeah.
And they basically are cops and firefighters. They do both jobs.
Well, that's fine. This
Fuck
would be just social workers.
Yeah, no.
Tell me your problems. Who hurt you? You'd have a bunch of feminists running around talking to men who have told them a fact. Who hurt you?
Yeah. It's ridiculous.
New Jersey, besides the Republican candidate for governor getting robbed of a victory, but there were other surprises. Stephen Sweeney, we already talked about that one. New York City and Long Island, Republican Bruce Blakeman declared victory in what looks like a stunning upset of Democratic incumbent Nassau County Executive Laura Curran. Republicans won both district attorney races in Nassau and Suffolk in blowouts. Even in blue New York City, Republicans won 4 competitive council seats.
Good.
and have one Democratic incumbent fighting for his political life. Seattle elects Republican as city attorney over a police abolitionist.
Good.
And Davidson beat Democratic opponent Nicole Thomas Kennedy in the race for city attorney with a final result of 58-41 in deep blue Antifa's fucking backyard, Seattle.
Yeah.
Holy shit.
Fuck them. This whole thing is just pissing me off here because the Democrats have proved through their actions what they have in store for this country.
Yeah.
And I can't believe people are still voting for this stupid shit.
I mean,
it should be 90-10.
The evidence is on this. Actually, sometimes it's not on the store shelves when you try to go shopping now.
Absolutely correct.
You're either paying out the ass or you're wondering where the shit tickets all went.
Well, what I do every month is I usually go to the market and I spend anywhere from like $60 to $150 in dry goods.
Yeah.
And
that's the way to go.
Keep them in my shelves.
Yeah, dried goods, canned goods, get yourself a lot of rice and some beans.
Well, the thing is, with dried rice and beans, you can literally keep that for decades.
Yeah.
As long as you keep it dry.
Yeah. If shit tickets start to go south again, you could just go to like Home Depot or Lowe's, buy yourself an electronic bidet. You could wash your ass. Bunch of nasty bastards. Wash some of that herpes spaghetti off of your butthole.
Oh, God damn it.
Coagulated dick blood.
Oh. Stop! Oh.
It's like a Tess Holiday threesome Neapolitan.
Oh, God. God damn it.
I promised some buddies that I would try to make them puke tonight, in case you didn't notice. Jimmy can't watch tonight.
Hey.
Because I'm fucking knocking the flag over, bro.
Fuck off.
Jimmy Bones, his dad's celebrating his birthday, so he's out with him tonight. I think he took him to a casino because he talked about $100 on the craps tables.
All right. Good for him.
I just hope he doesn't crap out or crap his pants. Like
Happy Vaginal Turd Day to your father, Jimmy Bones.
Yes. And I hope he doesn't crap out or crap his pants like a certain stunning and brave duly elected president we all know.
In front of the Pope.
My butt's been wiped.
Okay,
where is it? There it is. Never gets old.
No.
So what was the mainstream's reaction? I bet you can guess.
Oh, they're going to say white supremacist, racism, internalized misogyny. Any one of the... Oh, here we go. Yeah.
Racist dog whistles, of course. Yeah. Even though they elected a black Republican as lieutenant governor. Oh, and a bearer of the vagine as well.
I don't care. Listen.
I'm just saying.
Yeah, I got you.
You can't call it a racist dog whistle when the lieutenant governor is a black woman who loves her AR-15.
Yeah, I'm cool with that.
CNN hacks have no way to interpret the red wave last night other than to call it Moasisms. It's what they do. They shared, some of this was a dog whistle, some of this was a dog whistle, racism, where? But the real reason, most important issues facing Virginia, they flat out said, economy and jobs, 33%, education, 24%, taxes, 15%, coronavirus, 14%, and abortion was 8%.
Wow.
Does that sound like
the
racism
economy
to
and
you?
education should be a majority of what's going on because without an economy, we're all fucked.
Yeah, and I think there was an attempt to fortify here because when they were still saying it was too close to call, Youngkin was ahead by about almost 10%. When they finally closed it out, 50.7 to 48.6.
Yeah, they totally.
That is a drastic change from when I looked at it.
Yeah, like I said before, until people are willing to put their money where their mouth is and try to fix these elections, they're not going to get fixed.
Yep. I mean, the thing is, every time they lose, this is what they always say: it was rigged. There's, it's racisms. When Trump won, CNN's cultural critic claims America was built on anti-blackness and all the people who voted for Donald Trump are racist. Way. Does this woman look like anybody you should be taking advice from?
No.
Just saying, she looks like Rachel Dolezal's fairy godmother.
God damn, that's an ugly woman.
Yeah, it is.
She's like two clicks below homely.
Shit, man. If you didn't have erectile dysfunction, I think you now might. I apologize.
My God. You need a dick injection to get your shit to work on that.
I mean, they couldn't even give Trump credit for record low black unemployment. Look at this.
I know.
Donna Lamone reacts to record low black unemployment by taking a swipe at Trump, as if he had nothing to do with it.
Absolutely correct. Yeah, I mean, that guy's an idiot anyway.
Don Lemon?
Yeah.
Worst journalist of the year. Don Lemon, worst journalist of the year.
Isn't he like getting sued for sexual improprieties?
Oh, he'll probably just pay to have that go away. Either actually paying the dude who's accusing him or, get him Clintoned.
That could happen.
Because that's just how Democrats roll, I think.
Yeah. Yeah. I think they're taking a page from old Hillary's playbook there.
Yeah. But I can't imagine why there was a red wave. Can you, Pop? I mean, it's not like there were signs on people's lawns telling them to stay out of schools or anything.
Well, first of all, if you're paying property taxes, a large portion of that goes to the public schools.
Yep.
It's your fucking money. You should have a say in what they're doing with it. Period.
Yep. Oh, you know what's hilarious? When I was researching this, of course, somebody tried to claim that this sign wasn't real.
Oh, here we go.
Oh, they didn't, it's just somebody put it on their lawn to make me look bad. Yeah, because he totally didn't say this, and we totally don't have it on film, right?
You know what? We should make our own signs that when people put stupid shit like this in the lawn, we sneak up in the middle of the night and put one next to it. Like, this guy's an idiot.
Yeah. Well, every time I see that stupid climate action now thing, I'm like, it really should say outsource our pollution to India, China.
Oh.
It's like, you'll have one less smokestack in your backyard. India gets 4, China gets 7.
Yeah. Did I ever tell you I caught somebody trying to take the Trump sign off my lawn in Berkeley?
Really?
Yeah.
How did that go?
It didn't go well for him. He actually called the cops.
Really?
Yeah, the cops showed up.
Okay,
and
he's vandalizing your lawn,
yeah.
and he called the cops.
Well, I caught him like on my grass, and I let it came out the front door, and I'm like, "Hey, bro, you got like 3 seconds to get off my property. I'm coming in over this banister, and you're going to the hospital." And he called the cops. I threatened him. And I know the cops there. I went to high school with the chief. And he's like...
That's great.
Like the one cop shows up. He's like, so let me get this straight. You're on his property fucking around. And he tells you, he gives you a lawful warning to get off his property or he's going to fuck you up.
And you responded by calling me.
Yeah. He's like, you need to just get out of here and don't even fuck around. If I see you anywhere on this street after this, I'm going to write you a ticket. And I was like,
oh my gosh.
I was like, okay, I'm satisfied with this.
That's all good. Yeah. Oh wow. One of the big things with the McAuliffe, whatever the hell his name is that he was actually saying, well, we don't teach critical race theory in our state, so you shouldn't be going to school board meetings, you're terrorists, and you shouldn't have any say in your kids' education, blah, blah, blah. This I found utterly by accident. They are actually attempting to rebrand CRT as social and emotional learning. Do not let them do this.
No.
So, critical race theory is reviled by anyone who actually spends 3 minutes to figure out what the hell it is.
That's right.
So, if you hear this social and emotional learning shit, demand to know what the hell they're talking about, because this is what's going on.
They need to just put cameras in the classrooms.
Yeah.
So anyone could like listen in and hear what's being taught. If they just stick to the core lessons like reading, writing, math, and government, and like maybe shop or something like that where you can learn a skill, a trade or something, you don't have to worry about it.
Yep.
The minute you start doing shit like this, then you have people getting all pissed off.
Yeah. What really cracks me up is that they're actually trying to gaslight people who have researched this stuff. They know that it's of Marxist origin.
Of course.
And
I've been
so,
saying
well, it's
that
not
for a while
Marxism.
now.
That's a conspiracy theory. No. It's literally communism, but they took away they took class warfare away and replaced it with race warfare. That's basically it.
Same thing.
It's
Yeah,
the exact
bourgeois.
same thing. And people are not falling for it. So just like they did, taking the Marxism and rebranding it CRT, now they're going to take that and try to rebrand it as social and emotional learning, because your kids need to be socialized and deal with their emotions.
If I was a young person today, right? And I got done with high school and I was kicking around that idea of going to college, and I saw how much it cost and how many worthless fucking classes they make you take, I would not do it. I would go get a trade. I would get like maybe an associate's degree on business management.
We'll fix that.
And then what? Fix what?
I'm going to fix the flags. It's bugging me.
What are you, some kind of anal thing? What the fuck?
Well, I am the captain of the gay cruise.
Oh, yeah.
If I wasn't anal about some things, they wouldn't let me have the chair.
Yeah.
That cold brew tasting good tonight, Pop?
It is.
I'm glad, because like all things, it's not all good news. Ooh, there we go. Yeah. Good stuff. The New Jersey governor race was fortified.
Yeah.
Yeah.
How many, this is so blatantly obvious. My God.
Yeah, 40,000 scoops of ice cream delivered to the social in the middle of the night. Does that sound familiar to anybody?
No, that's never happened. Dude.
No, never. I mean, it totally didn't happen just,
a year ago?
A year ago.
Yeah.
So that never happened.
That's such bullshit.
It's quite amazing. Yeah, this dude was out ahead. It was a squeaker, but he was out ahead. And then all of a sudden,
boom,
40,000 scoops of ice cream show up, just enough to tilt it the other way.
Yeah, and you know what? I mean, like I said before, this is going to happen until people get fucking tired of it and they use the historic example and shit goes fucking south.
Yep. This comes after obvious issues were identified overnight where 40,000 scoops of ice cream were awarded to Murphy in Bergen County after the county was reported as 100%.
Oh, my God! Oh.
People in New Jersey need to be taken to the streets over this shit.
This is bullshit, man.
This is beyond bullshit.
Yep. And since no federal judges or the Supreme Court wants to rule on this, so it's going to keep happening.
Yep. And prior to that moment, the county had gone red.
All red.
All of a sudden, after it was 100% reported,
boom,
flipped in the middle of the night.
Yep. And you know what? In my professional opinion, you're just going to have to, at all these elections, the militia units are going to have to show up and make sure that after midnight ballot drops don't happen.
Yes.
That's the only way you're going to get anything to change.
That is going to have to be how it rolls, unfortunately.
Well, I don't want any violence to take place.
No, that's not what we're saying here.
Because we didn't get here using violence. Hopefully we can get out using it, but
amen to that.
We'll see what happens.
We have clocked over 1,100 people watching the stream on YouTube. Thank you all so much for tuning in tonight.
I sent this out to what is it, 24 news sites on Facebook and MeWe.
Yeah. Between all the new tech sites, we got about 1,300 people watching. So thank you all very much for tuning in. There will be a new tech exclusive portion of this stream toward the end. So get ready for that, because whenever we go new tech, you know what we're going to be talking about. You know what I'm saying?
Winning!
Yeah. I still love that Photoshop. That is one of my favorite Photoshops.
I like that one. Yahoo!
Let's rip out some super chats. What do you say?
All right, yeah. Let's keep
All right,
up.
let's check it out here. I got to scroll back up here a little bit, figure out where we left off. CJ, I hate to break the flow. What was the episode that had the Australian guy and the swims and OSHA info? Has anyone found the U.S. swims equivalent? Just look it up as a safety work. What is it? A safety work management form?
Let's
something
just
like
put
that?
the link underneath where the lawyers are on our website.
Yeah, I'll try to find that for you guys.
And we'll get it up there on the website. You guys can just go there and get your own stuff.
Yeah, it was only a couple of weeks ago. But I drank a lot. I had a bad memory. What do you want from me?
Nothing wrong with drinking a lot.
Yeah, just CJ, shoot me an email, redonkulasblake@gmail.com. I will make sure you get the info.
Ah!
Ron Williams with a $20 donation. Thank you, gentlemen, for everything you do, and thank you so much for the donation.
Well, I am trying.
What are we up to now, Pop?
393 lives saved.
Outstanding. We're going to have some kind of a pizza party when we hit 400.
393. That's a lot of motherfuckers.
Let's keep it up. Sean Cousins, I'm in Idaho. The hospital I work for says I have until December 5th to get poked. We all have mortgages and families to think about. Please don't judge me.
I'm not
judging
judging
you, bro.
bro.
I will say this, though, is that if you guys have to do it, just get the J&J, because it is the most like a traditional poke. The others it is not the mRNA hack. If you have to do it, if they are holding a gun to your head and you have to take care of your family, that's the one I recommend.
Yeah, I'm not cool with it. So
I'm not cool with it either.
No.
But I'm saying, if you got a gun to your head, you got to do what you got to do.
well, you know what? All it's going to take is some people to get royally sick and die, and then you're going to have active shooters. People
That's already happening, and we're going to get to that later.
some people coming for payback.
There is an article that we will be covering in the New Tech exclusive earlier that literally got me shaking, physically angry.
Ooh, yeah.
It's that bad.
Yeah.
You guys are not. Ugh.
Here we go.
Crazy uncle with a $10 donation. Had to laugh. My boss showed me a clip from Utopia where they talk about the effects of a poke. He wants me to stop being right. They try to forcibly shaft me. I will puncture them too, bitch.
Telling you, man.
Yeah,
This is getting serious.
Some people are going to get their skulls aerated if they keep this shit up.
This is getting serious. This is going to turn serious here.
Yeah. Anybody seen V for Vendetta? Do you remember what the backstory is for the whole, narrative of that film?
Yep. Yeah.
Just saying.
Some kind of virus, and then they were trying to cure it, and they were using some kind of crazy measures, and they actually created the. They mutified the V.
Yeah. Only the totalitarianism of this state is what made you survive.
Yeah, and he had super strength, speed, and he had the ability to ignore pain.
Yes. As an answer to your question about the swims, we got one of our Texas guys messaging me over here. It is called the MSDS. That is the United States equivalent. Look it up.
Yeah.
Do it. Thank you very much, good sir. Texas Rail Dog coming through in a pinch. Shane Adams with a donation of $5. Thank you, sir. Jeff Schroeder with a $20 donation. Thank you so much. Repeal the 19th. You all sound like you've been listening to my favorite monkey. No, it's just common sense.
Yeah, I mean, listen, you have to have some skin in the game if you want to, have any say in how your money's spent.
Yeah.
Otherwise, you get people who they're nothing but parasites, and they just want to drink more fucking resources they didn't earn.
That's a true story. If you don't have any skin in the game, you shouldn't be able to dictate policy.
I'm going to tell you right now.
That fleeces other people.
Like, if I ran the show, you would get 7 years of welfare if you pay taxes.
Yeah.
After 7 years, if
Done.
you haven't fixed yourself, fuck off.
Yep.
All right.
That's about it, too.
It's not a lifestyle. You should not be on there forever. I'm sorry.
No. AF with a $5 donation. If a layman cannot make sense of a law, it should not stand.
Absolutely correct.
Yeah.
If it's so vague that you can't be interpreted or executed properly, it needs to go away.
99.9% of the laws that govern this country shouldn't be more than a page long. How long was Obamacare?
1,800 pages or something.
Yeah, and we have to pass the bill in order
To
for you
understand
to
it.
find out
No.
what is in it.
That's the answer of a career politician. Then they should not be there.
Nasty Pelosi just needs to go back to the dumb cumster that she came from.
I would love to see her get ALS and rot away and die a slow, miserable death in her already half, rotten corpse she's walking around in as it is.
She really looks like a reanimated
I
dead body.
I
just a
literally
cadaver.
do not like that woman.
She's awful.
Yes.
She's vile and evil. That's why those two words are anagrams. Carl Jackson, if we cannot wall the border, can we start walling towns again? Fortify your local community. Do Army surplus sell armored vehicles?
Yes, they do.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, here's something.
We're going to give people ideas, not those kind.
I already talked about this vision I had.
Hashtag killdozer.
When shit goes fucking crazy, like in my vision, they were making these units of 30 caliber chain guns that literally drop into the back of a pickup truck. And you just, bolt it in, hook it up to the battery, and you have basically a armored personnel carrier or a personnel. It's not armored, but
yeah.
Like I remember I was like dreaming about this. I'm like, it's fucking ingenious. And they're not even that expensive to make once you get them up and running.
Cosmic Vagrant just had a small typo in the chat, but I think we can create a hashtag out of this. He meant to say get spayed biatch, and it accidentally autocorrected it to biotech. Who's all for renaming the Pfizer shot the Pfizer biatch?
I'm cool with that.
Hashtag Pfizer biatch.
Brought to you by Pfizer.
Brought to you by Pfizer. Brought to you by Pfizer.
A sponsor, Pfizer. Oh, my
Yeah. Your Will to Live, sponsored by Pfizer.
Yeah.
Fuckers.
Suck it!
Suck it, Nick! Poker Soldier 1. Pop, I'm a truck driver, and I won't set foot in a blue state. I'm considering running for office, but I think we're already too far gone. I think anyone running is just putting targets on their backs.
Listen,
The
man.
thing is, if you get that demoralized, nothing will ever change.
That's right. I mean, I'm contemplating doing it myself.
Yeah?
Yeah, I need to get a hold of Rocky Rakowski. He's a big Republican in the state, and ask his opinion.
Rocky's a good dude. All right. I sell cat litter. I know
And make $1 million.
I know some stunning and brave single mothers who would like your phone number.
Play the graphic. Put the graphic.
Oh, all right. We got to watch it. Here we go.
Stop! Don't touch me there. This is my no-no square. Stop!
I love that. Is ingenious, bro. Like you topped yourself with that one. That's an A+.
Thank you very much.
That's awesome.
I sell cat litter. Schools used to teach the 3 R's, reading, writing, and arithmetic, and now it's the 3 R's, rape, racisms, and reparations. Ooh.
We got to put that on
Put
t-shirt.
that in the brain.
Oh, my God. Okay, hang on. Let me pull out the brain here. 3 R's.
The 3 R's, rape, racism, and reparations. And I love how he had to misspell everything in order for the chat not to censor it. Thanks, Susan. Good looking out for you. I hope that double stroker is really putting a smile on your face tonight.
The 3 R's.
The 3 R's.
Repay.
Racisms, and reparations.
Reparations.
Yeah. However Pop spells that one, don't want to know.
Well, come on. I can read it. You can read it now, too, after 12 years.
It's yeah.
I can remember when you first started depopping what I was writing, you'd call me up and like, what the fuck is wrong with
Well, it's like playing a bad Nintendo game for longer than 20 minutes. Eventually, your brain flips the shit switch and adapts to its bad controls. It's like, sure, I'll jump with B. The fuck is this shit? 9x23. From all of us gun lovers in Virginia to the Democrats, a.k.a. socialists, you fucked around and found out.
No, they're still fucking around. They haven't found out yet.
No. They have not done any soul searching after it. Like, they immediately just went to the blame and shame horse shit.
Like, it's because that's all they got.
Yeah, and the leftoids are like, well, he lost because he didn't go left enough. Like, no. He's not a freaking leftoid. McAuliffe is just he's a moronic neocon or neolib. He went far left on one thing, but it was the wrong thing. You don't tell parents that you're going to fuck with their kids and they have no say. You start fucking with people's kids, then you're going to find out.
Yeah, people are going to get really upset.
Oof.
You start fucking around with kids, it's not a good thing.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you wanna turn people into active shooters? That's how you get active shooters. I'm just saying. We are up to 1,242 viewers on YouTube. Dude! And we just hit Mark of the Beast for likes.
Oh, yeah.
Although that is just half.
Come on, what are you guys doing, man? Come on.
Smash it like the prom queen, bro. Crazy uncle, does it matter if you sheet yourself in front of the Pope? Well, depends.
Well, the Pope is a walking piece of shit, so. Hey!
General Jackson, when and if the Boogaloo starts, I'm willing to bet that there will be a lot of people who will take that opportunity to get revenge on those who wronged them in the past, and hopefully it does not come to that.
Actually, that's usually what happens in the beginning until...
Yeah.
Well, until you get people who step in and take leadership roles and keep that shit from happening. You're going to get a lot of mob justice.
Yeah, it'll be just like the Treehouse of Horror on The Simpsons, where everyone turned into zombies. Homer just shoots Flanders in the face. Dad, you shot the zombie Flanders. He was a zombie.
Well, like during the French Revolution, in the first 18 months, there was all kinds of people lynching aristocrats because of shit they did in the past.
Yeah, I've read A Tale of Two Cities. I mean, that's some gnarly shit.
Oh, dude, it was bad.
Yeah.
It was bad.
I mean, it began with the people who did wrong getting punished and then just filtered right on down.
Yep, it did. And that, unfortunately, we're evil, hairless monkeys, and that's how it goes.
That is just how things roll.
See, now you got me fucking drinking, you bastard.
That's kind of the whole point. Asriel the Deplorable sent in a $20 donation. Thank you so much. Pennsylvania is red now, too. Thank God. Truckers like me would test and have these Democrats to put the money where their mouth is. Get you something nice, too.
You know what? The truckers need to put together their own union. Because a lot of the unions support the Democrats.
Yeah.
And that needs to come to an end.
Yeah. I mean, Biden flat out said it to union workers' faces. He doesn't work for you.
That's correct.
So why the hell would you vote for him?
That's right. And all they've done is ship your jobs overseas.
Yep.
Fuck that.
I have an editor who works for me. Her husband was just fired from his job after 16 years. Why? Because Biden is re-regulating everything that Trump deregulated, and they're outsourcing all jobs to India. Gee, I wonder why. And a lot of these unions, because I've got some buddies who are in unions. I got one buddy who's a carpenter. The union reps are actually like whatever they call them, shop stewards, union presidents, whatever, are actually trying to force everyone in the unions to vote a specific way.
Yeah, fuck that. If you want the jobs to come back to this country, all they really got to do is just stop unloading the ships at the ports.
Yeah.
And they would have to start building or doing the stuff here.
Or you could do what Trump did. Keep deregulating things and tax offshore wealth. As soon as you do that, all these motherfuckers shipping everything over to India, and then you give a tax break for people who actually have businesses here, because that's what you fucking should be doing.
Yes.
Bring everything back.
Yep. That needs to happen.
Yeah. Increasing corporate taxes doesn't do shit except crush out competition at the starting level. Because all of these big companies, they have the army of lawyers and accountants who can find every single fucking loophole and hide all their money in tax havens overseas. Little guys like me can't do that.
Yep.
So when Democrats whine about bigger taxes, they have no idea what the fuck they're talking about. The rich need to pay their fair share so that I can have free pre-K and go get free tampons.
Now listen, I don't have a problem with a guy who gets rich, comes up with a new idea or a new process or something. I'm cool with that. No. I have a problem with the people who are filthy rich, who paid off everyone and are using the system to hold everyone else down. That is not a form of capitalism that's healthy.
No, that is crony capitalism.
That's correct.
Corporatism.
Yep.
This is not end-stage capitalism. I love it when leftoids try to use that argument. This is not capitalism. This is cronyism. This is carpetbagging. It's a very different thing. Capitalism is a free, uninhibited market.
Well, the thing is, capitalism, communism, socialism, monarchies, they all go to the same place. The small group of people at the top who think they know better and they can control everyone beneath them. That is so fucked up.
Yep. Because we're evil hairless monkeys and absolute power corrupts absolutely.
Every single time.
In the butt.
Every single time.
Engineering with a $10 donation. November 19th is World Toilet Day. We should make sure Biden celebrates it.
You know what would be hilarious? If people came from all over the country to Washington, D.C. on that day, and they just leave a toilet along the fence line outside the White House.
And all
that would be hilarious.
And all the signs should say the same thing.
What?
Can you imagine that?
Yeah, that'd be
100,000 toilets just get left in the street around the White House. Oh, wow. That'd be hilarious.
That would be hilarious. I'd love that. Michael Simmons, it's time for states to adopt a county electoral college to keep cities from bossing rural areas around.
I've been saying that for years.
Yep. Looking at you, New York and California.
If you have a city that has over, I don't know, they need to come up with a rule, 500,000 or 1 million people. It needs to be treated as a district. It gets its own, senators and representatives and shit.
Wrench Pulse Kebab wants to know if you're drinking a White Claw.
This is actually a Celsius energy drink with Whistle Pig whiskey in it.
Okay, so it's like it's an energy drink. It's not a seltzer.
No.
Okay.
No. Though I have
homo suspicion point rescinded. He says drinking with his pinky up.
Drink with me, you bastards.
Dude law.
Dude, that was a great video.
I love that video.
And you know what? I had an entire company of soldiers help me make that up.
It's good stuff.
I walk around with my brain. So, like they, that's a good idea. Yeah.
We could do a whole new Dude Law.
Yeah, we could.
It's been a long time. I think that was like season 2.
Dude, we should actually see if we can get into a bar and film, interviewing people.
Yeah.
That'd be cool.
Send us your ideas for a sequel to Dude Law to Redonkulas12 or redonkulasblake@gmail.com, and we'll make a new episode.
All right, yeah.
It's been a hot minute.
It has.
All right. Heavy Water Tread sent in $20 because it's $20.
$20 is $20.
$20 is $20. I appreciate it, good sir. Thank you so much. Just jumped right on ahead here. Broken Pine 28.4 with $20 Canadian. Pop, get off my lawn.
No, yeah.
Hey, that guy deserved whatever he had coming.
Actually, I had some people in the past tell me that when I get spun up, I become very intimidating. And I'm not even a big guy. I mean, I walk around right now I fluctuate between 195 and 205.
Yeah.
I don't understand what's everyone's so scared of. I'm just a dude, man.
You could just tell that you've seen fights, I think is what it is.
Yeah, I can scuff
I
my
remember
knuckles.
the first time that you and I sat down with Mr. Sharp for dinner, and you got up to go take a piss, and Donovan was just sitting across from me, and he's talking to him, and he's like, I'm just going to tell you this right now. I've been in a lot of fights. I wouldn't want to fight that motherfucker.
Yeah, well.
I like it. Triggers McNickers, my editing helper. Thank you so much, good sir. $10 donation. One side has principles and values greater than themselves, while the other side is far smaller and mostly comprised of mercenaries. The win is inevitable as long as you accept the pain required.
That's absolutely correct. And that's why they kick the shit out of special operations soldiers.
Damn right.
You condition them to handle the pain and the misery, and you literally become way more dangerous, if not unstoppable, except for death.
Boom. We just topped 1,300 viewers on YouTube. That's a new record, man.
No, 1,600 for the...
This is our biggest audience since our first stream last year of the presidential debate.
Correct. We had like 16... Was it 16 or 1757 was the max?
Yeah. Thank you all so much for tuning in. Hopefully I'll stick around. Reaper01 with a $20 donation. Oh, here we go. Wango Tango.
There we go.
A woman came up to me in the supermarket. She was 32 with a great body. After banging, I found out she was married, and her exact words were, "I dry up when he touches me. I just want his money."
That's actually fairly common.
Yes. And he wants to know if we got his email story. Yes, I did. And that was messed up.
Yes, we did.
That was very messed up. Whoo! AF again. Read up on the Battle of Athens. It has to do with funny ice cream socials.
Actually, that's what gave me the idea for all the veterans to run for offices locally and work their way up.
Damn right.
Because that was after World War II. There was some funky, ice cream social shit going on, and the veterans stormed in there and recounted everything, and they proved their suspicions that shit was getting fucked with in a bad way.
Sometimes it just takes a veteran to get things done.
Well, the thing is like, I always harp on the veterans, but they literally wrote a check to this government and the country up to and including their life, if not their immortal goddamn soul.
Yeah. So when you see it going down the toilet like this,
yeah,
that's not what you wrote the check for.
Nope, it is not.
Dung is fun. The captain of the Crytanic has spoken. I have indeed. Hidden Magnum. What is the name of the song by Jeffrey Paul that you play while switching to new tech, and where can I find it? We have a couple. One of them is Dressed in Green with Envy is the longer song. The one that I use is actually an unused track that he never released. So I'll talk to him about that, see if I can get a name out of it. Or Jeff, if you're watching the stream, talk to Hidden Magnum. Let him know which one that is.
Amen.
Indie women.
That's gay. Stop it.
I know. JL, instead of repealing the 19th, too obvious, forgive student loan debt.
What?
Revoke voting rights for anyone who accepts it.
Listen, I am not going to reward people for making bad financial decisions.
No, that is funny, though.
Like, if you have two brain cells, right? You sit down and you're going through your initial counseling to go to a college. And you're like, this is what I'm majoring. What do I need to take? And they literally have it broken down. Yeah. You have so many credits of this, so many credits of that. And then you should ask the question, why do I have to take 2.5 years of fucking bullshit classes before I can take my core classes?
Amen to that.
I mean, I'm here to learn this, yeah, and it's insane.
Yeah. The general education credits in college are fucking pointless.
Yeah, I took that editing course at OCC.
Yeah.
And, like, literally, I had to meet a career counselor, and he's like, well, you've got all your requirements met. And I go, listen to me closely. I don't give a fuck about your requirements. I just want to take this class. Yeah. That's it. I don't give a shit about anything else. I don't care about your politics. I don't care about your fucking, your bamboozling these young people's thinking meat.
Wow.
I'm just going to pay for this class. I want to learn how to edit, and fuck you.
Well, no, you need to take 24 credit hours.
Bullshit. You could tell these people are so soft. They're not used to having anybody look them in the eye and go, fuck you, no.
Yeah.
I'm not doing that.
Well, I mean,
I feel threatened.
These indoctrination centers are essentially gigantic echo chambers. They don't talk to anybody outside of their groups of friends who all agree with them.
That's right. I mean, and you know what? I mean, you used to go to college to actually learn how to think, you know?
That's how it used to be.
Now you go there to
higher education, right?
Well, now you go there just to get indocked.
Yeah.
You need to think how we think to be successful. No, you don't.
You had these teachers on these Zoom meetings just bragging to each other about teaching social justice in place of whatever it is they were actually supposed to be teaching these kids. That is scary.
You know what would be hilarious? If we can actually get on some of those calls and record them and have them on our show. That'd be great.
Somebody, we need some good hackers out there in the dark web.
I'm so excited. I'm so excited. Yeah.
So you see that right there, that clap? That's why the evil hairless monkey shirt is the little Simba monkey. That's why.
No, I remember we'd do some crazy dangerous shit in the Army. And we're like, right about to start, and everyone's like all freaked out, and I'd be like, I'm so excited!
Hercules!
And they'd like, that Popp guy's crazy.
Yeah, a little bit.
Watch out for that guy.
Well, it's the same dude. You know, you watch a dude smack into the water so hard his guts pop out. Yeah, he did.
No, he didn't hit the water. He hit the runway.
Oh.
He was running across the water, and he got to the end. And he went, what? And his guts popped out.
Okay.
It was horrible.
Oh, the way that you told the story, I thought he flipped onto the water and hit the water so hard that his fucking guts popped out.
He hit the concrete.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Well, either way, it's
He's done.
same ending.
The thing that hit so hard, his muscle wall split and his guts just popped out. Oh. Yeah. That's
delicious.
I watched the whole thing. I'm like drinking a beer. I'm like, he did.
Yeah, he did. Brosif, great show tonight, gentlemen. Here's my contribution to the bar fund. YouTube wouldn't let me send my original message, so going to switch to new tech now.
All right.
Yeah, that's what you do. Dung is fun. Most of the people that do mail-in ballots are retired or homeless, so they are preying on weak people.
Well, the thing is, most of the times, the people who are most susceptible to propaganda, lies, and fraud are people who are mentally weak.
Yep.
Or they're in a position in life where they are a perpetual victim.
Yes.
They have no power.
Dun, dun, dun. Helmsway 1. Hey, how you doing, Brian? Evening, gents. I got the coof twice now, once before getting vaxxed. Now I got it again. It's no fun. Sorry for the limited help this week. Hey, man, you got the coof. It is what it is. Got the coof. You got to get well soon. We got 3 donations from a Cliff 3188 all back-to-back here. Watch the IRS expand its number of agents through 2022 because several people out of work due to the mandate will not have health insurance throughout the year and will possibly refuse to pay the tax fine for not having it. The IRS will show up like the 1930s SA. Anybody else think this hasn't been a long-term setup by incorporating the health insurance fines in your taxes since 2014?
That's a bunch of bullshit.
Oh, we're going to get into some of that in a little bit.
Yep.
Ugh. In fact, let's just jump right into our next little segment of tonight because Pop needs a reason to refill his shot glass.
Here we go. Lump of vomit.
Dad, I'm scared.
I like
Pop's
that.
favorite graphic. But these are some of my least favorite stories. If you haven't heard about these, consider yourself lucky. Florida school board member takes elementary school students on a field trip to a gay bar. Where did this happen? Broward County, Florida. Sound familiar?
There's all kinds of crazy shit happening in that county.
If something nasty, disgusting, and degenerate is happening in Florida, chances are it's happening in Broward County.
Why isn't DeSantis descending on these people and wrecking their lives?
I sincerely hope that... I mean, first of all, you're taking them to a bar.
Which is a no-go.
That's already bad. But you take them to a gay bar.
Yep.
And not in the cool, fun Electric Six song kind of way.
Technically, if the bar serves food, you can have people in there up until like 9:30, 10 o'clock, depending upon the state. Now, after that point, they need to be out. You shouldn't be taking kids to a gay bar. That's just, that's a big no.
Yeah, I'm with this person right here on Twitter, Cheryl Reynolds. The kind of bar is not even the point. It's a bar.
Yeah. You don't need to take kids to a bar.
No. This is why you got to get your kids out of public schools. And this is just the beginning. Let's travel a little bit north to Kentucky, the land of fried chicken and horse races. Kentucky high school pep rally photos show students giving staff lap dances and spankings.
Yeah, what the fuck?
I just... What?
Like, I remember in high school, you couldn't even, like, touch a teacher.
Yep. They show students were dressed as Hooters waitresses,
oh my God,
serving what looked like alcohol in mugs, and male students dressed in skirts and wigs. It's a homo suspicion point, man.
This reminds me of what you just said there. A couple of years back, they had this company commander forced his entire company to march around in high heel shoes. If I would have been a soldier in that company, I would have told the company commander to fuck off. I'm not doing that.
Yeah,
I've done that probably about 18 times in my career. I just had to be respectful in how it was said.
Mm-hmm.
But like, nah, sir. I think I'm gonna go with fuck off on that one. Not doing it. Okay, we're gonna have to go with a big fuck off.
Come on,
I'm your commander. You need to do what I tell you. I'm like, yeah, it's an unlawful order, sir. And
Yeah.
I think I'm going to draft up a undue command influence IG complaint, and we can all just argue about it then.
I'm going to defer back to the title of the stream. I can't imagine why this guy thought that the principal of the school thought that he could get away with it. Could it be that he got away with something else that was just as egregious? Kentucky principal and man pageant photos sued over handling of serious 2019 field trip incident. And there's a trial scheduled for this in 2022, and he's allowed to keep his job.
Wow.
What happened? Oh, here we go. Court records from Perry Circuit Court in Kentucky show that Donald Happy Mobilini and 2 Hazard High School teachers were sued in 2019 for not properly chaperoning a trip to Washington, D.C. and New York City, where a student was raped.
Oh, no.
Yeah. By another student. Oh, there's the high school girls, minors in Hooters girl outfits, because this is totally standard dress code for public schools.
I'm going to tell you right now, the dress code, there is no dress code in high school anymore. Those girls,
they dress
they're
like,
wearing the total whore uniform from like 15 on, man.
they dress like Ornpay queens.
Yeah.
Ugh.
They're professionals by the time they're like.
I mean, half of them are selling feet pictures on OnlyFans before they graduate.
I know. By the time they turn 18, they're professional professionals.
Yeah. You know, instead of No Nut November, we need to just have it be a no simp year. You find out anybody has been paying money for an OnlyFans, you get your buddies together and you kick the shit out of them and tell them, hey, you're causing your own problem. You're overinflating these women's egos. There is a spinster bubble coming and it is going to pop like Hiroshima.
Like these women are, getting out of high school. I just can't believe the shit that's going on.
I mean, the fact that they're monetized right out of the gate now, are we really surprised when these women have delusional standards and think that social media is representative of their actual market value?
I was actually looking at some of those articles that show the swipe ratios
Oh, man.
between men and women.
Yep.
And these women are like,
They're like swiping 500,000 times and they're only swiping yes like 5,000. So it's like 1%.
yeah, it's less than 1%. It's totally crazy.
Yeah. And I'm sorry, ladies, most of you are average. In
Yeah,
fact,
listen.
half of you are below average.
You can advertise your pumpermentals on whatever you want. But at the end of the day, you're selling a diminishing asset. You're a professional. And your pumpermentals their value is going to go to nothing.
Yeah, or if she likes it in the back door, it's a pumpernickel.
Yeah, it could be a pumpernickel. Yeah.
Good times.
Yeah.
It's good bread for a sandwich, which you should make me when I'm done.
Damn, we're horrible people.
I know. It is
What are you gonna
it
do?
is. That's why we have noisemakers and other random things, because there you go. Sometimes we just talk out our ass. Larry Bentley sent in a $5 donation. Well, Cliff, I spent $0. Did the stupid thing on 6 on 1 for it. Got my butt kicked, but hey.
What happened?
I'm not sure.
Did you pick a fight with 6 guys?
Pick a fight. I'm not sure.
Listen, we're not Captain America.
The
minute you fight more than one person, your odds of getting like royally fucked up go way up.
Yeah. Or is he doing the 6 on 1? I think he's talking about the health insurance thing.
Oh, I don't know.
He's responding to Mr. Cliff over there.
Oh, okay.
Engineering with a $10 donation. It should be a law that if you want to run for office, you need to be able to buy a gun and pass a background check.
I don't have a problem with that.
Nah, I don't either. Because constitutional carry should be nationwide.
Well, I'm going to be honest. If I ever was an elected official, I would carry a gun everywhere I went.
Yeah. Yeah, you can't depend on Secret Service because they can be bought, sold, and paid for. Just ask all the people who got suicided because they had dirt on certain politicians.
Well, at the end of the day, no one is going to protect you as viciously as you are going to protect yourself.
Amen to that. JMG 617. Pop, what do you think of mechanized dragoons, motorcycle-borne light infantry as a concept? Shock and awe or moving targets?
We're going there, man. We are going to be like full Robotech by 2040.
Nice.
You're going to have
It's kind of scary, bro.
It is scary, but that's they're going to have swarm drone attacks. It's going to be absolutely insane.
You want Skynet? That's how you get Skynet.
That's how you get Skynet, man.
That's how you get Judgment Day. Carl Jackson. Sergeant Popp, you once said that the engine block and maybe axle could stop specific rounds. How much scrap to ready for zombie apocalyptic vehicles?
Well, typically, if you have pieces of steel, if it is ballistic grade steel, you can get away with just under ½ an inch. It's very heavy. It adds up quick.
I bet it does.
So I know you can get your hands on some lighter titanium steel alloys, which will perform a little bit better. But in the grand scheme of things, with the way our weapons work and how effective they are, there's really not a lot of armor that's going to protect you.
Yeah.
I mean, you can have a little bit for small arms and stuff, but if they pull out like 20 millimeters or higher chain gun stuff, it's just going to zip right through you, man. You're better off with a better offense than defense. You shoot them first with, you put more rounds on target before they put rounds on you, and that's how you win.
Ask questions later. Renegade Show. In Vietnam, the Navy dropped a toilet on the Viet Cong from a Sky Raider. All I'm saying is airborne delivery is possible.
It is. We had General Swasili or whatever his fucking name is. He's the one that took away the BlackBerry from the Rangers.
Yeah.
If I wound up running the show, I would basically dump entire storage bins of those BlackBerries on his personal residence and crush it.
It's good time.
Fuck that guy.
It would literally be a shit show.
Yeah, that was so stupid. Because back in the day, Airborne Rangers used to have a black beret.
Yeah.
He literally took it away from them and just gave it out to everyone in the Army. They didn't have to earn it or nothing.
So it's a participation trophy.
Correct. Like for me to get my black beret, I had to literally almost kill myself in RIP to make the standard.
Damn. That's so dumb. Oh, the military's going to hell in a handbasket. It's getting there quick, man.
It is. And it's getting there quick on fire.
On fire! Stephen Conlon, hello from England. The creatures that support Sleepy Joe scare me to death. Good luck to the good Republicans over there.
Well, we'll see what happens.
Yeah, we'll see what happens indeed. CJ sent 2 emails. Sometimes mine go to spam, FYI. I will take a look. Heidi12 with a $5 donation. Do you guys like Drambuie?
Yeah, I used to drink it all the time
I've never had it. What is it?
When I was a kid. No, my mom always had it in the house, so I'd have it once in a while when I was sick. It was all right.
What is Drambuie?
It's like a brandy whiskey kind of thing.
Oh, okay. Never heard of it.
I'm
out of the loop.
It's all right.
Isray Bill 32980 with a $9.99 donation. Here you go, Pop. Have a drink on me. How about that media meltdown over the Virginia election? So we talked about
that
stuff.
Fuckers.
Engineering again. Gonna make some homemade meat. Interested?
Oh yeah.
Oh hell yeah.
Oh fuck yeah. That's liquid sunshine, man. You do it right. Oh, it's so good.
Oh yeah. Shoot us an email, man.
Crazy fattening, but it's still good.
Well, I mean, we're coming up on that time of the year where it is more than acceptable to have some crazy fattening stuff.
I'm going to have to say yes.
I did give you a slice of chocolate cake.
And I ate it.
Yeah, I offered to put it on your seat so you would just go right to your ass because that's where it's going anyway.
That's correct. Every morning at the command briefing, I would always sit down and there'd be somebody eating some crazy fat pill stuff. And that's the first thing I would say. You should just lick that and stick it on your ass because that's right where it's going.
Yeah, man. Check out the description of every video. You'll find the P.O. box in there. So if you want to send us some mead, just make sure that you pack it up in some old shirts and don't tell the post office what you're sending.
No.
You can talk to Texas Rail Dog. He knows all about it.
Yeah.
Although the last time that he sent whiskey my way, it took me like 20 minutes to unwrap it. I liked the old shirts idea better than your whole roll of paper towel duct taped. And
it was effective.
It was effective, but those things were mummified.
Yeah.
It took me a while. Dung is fun. I was in community service and I saw the poll workers entice them to vote a certain way to do Medicare and Medicaid. Lovely.
And get it on tape, send it to Project Veritas, or send it to us.
Hell yeah.
We will put it on our show.
Cabragoon Cabulous with a couple of donations here. Jimmy Carter recently wiped his brow in relief, thinking, I can now pass away without the worry of being remembered as the worst.
Didn't he, survive brain cancer?
Yeah.
That dude's a fucking
The dude's in his 90s, and he's still helping build houses for Habitat
good for him.
Humanity.
He was a terrible president.
Yeah.
But, you know,
His humanitarian record can't really be argued with.
I am not even going to go there.
Nah.
He just was a shitty president.
Yeah. Robert Anderson. We all know Hooters is a prep school for future strippers. I can't disagree.
I can't disagree. I can't disagree. I don't even like Hooters.
Their wings are all right.
It's okay.
But, it's overrated.
Yep.
Most of the chicks there now all look the same. They all look like wannabe Instagram thoughts.
You remember the Hooters incident that took place in Troy?
Oh, yeah, that place is gone. It's not even there anymore.
Yeah, I know. But
all
the
that
thing
for
is,
nothing.
the city authorized them to open a Hooters, and then they withdrew permission after they'd already built the place.
Yeah.
I don't know what. There's some lawsuits or something. I don't even know what happened with that.
Oh, because you had a couple of housewives who were too damn bored to actually find something to do. That was like the Hooters equivalent of protesting Silent Night, Deadly Night in 1984.
Yep.
Find something better to do, like banging your husbands, making him a sandwich,
Yeah,
giving him a beer when he gets home.
Yeah, bitching about Dungeons and Dragons.
Wah. Alex Patino, I believe that people running for office must have a good paying job they can return to. 6-year max, no re-election, no extra benefits.
Yes and no. Now, when I say we shouldn't have career politicians, like there needs to be like some kind of limit, no more than X amount of years across all branches. Like you can be a rep, a senator, a run for president or whatever, but you can't go over a certain amount of time.
I'm into that.
I would say 15 years max.
Yeah.
I think that's reasonable.
It is very reasonable. But even then, sometimes it doesn't take people that long to get corrupted. I mean, look at AOC.
Yeah,
she was corrupted when she went in, and she's already playing the game.
Yeah,
She's
that
been in
woman.
2 years.
That woman came in with her tonsils freshly stretched, and she just didn't waste any time.
Glug, glug, glug.
Yeah.
She's drowning in that fundraiser bazooka juice.
That's right, man. She is all over that yogurt slinging meat stick.
Yes, she is. Tom Stutz. Hey, Pop, I'm 19. I do my best to think. Causes severe lack of friends in my age group. You know, good for you, because the friends that you do keep around will be worth it.
Yeah, they're the ones
Please
that have
advise. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Those are the friends you have for the rest of your life, the ones that will stick with you through thick and thin.
You're damn right.
And you're not going to have that many of them.
Yeah, exactly.
When I started getting divorced, I found out exactly who my friends were and were not.
Yep.
And there was a lot of them that I thought were good friends that really weren't.
Yep, there's different phases of your life where people are just going to naturally filter themselves out, and it is what it is.
Yep.
He says, please advise. Love listening to the live streams when working late. Keep it up.
All right.
So do you have any advice for him on the lack of friends? Or just, you know what, just enjoy the friends you got.
That's right.
Yeah.
That's right. I mean, I have I got maybe 4 or 5 friends that I know if shit went south, they would show up at my house with a 12 gauge and defend me. And I would do the same for them.
You're damn right. Reaper01, the guy was an officer in the Army. Hashtag drone worker 9000. Hashtag don't blame the Jody.
Yeah. Like if things get really ugly here and we have people using drones on U.S. citizens, when it's all said and done, I don't envy those people. Same thing with like people who, if you fly in an attack helicopter and you fire your munitions on U.S. citizens, when it's all said and done, it's not going to be good for you.
No. Smooth Criminal, I'm waiting for China to attack Japan, and Japan opens up Mount Fuji and a freaking Gundam pops out with a Vulcan on each shoulder and a 155 shell rifle.
Yeah. Well, you know, Japan is taking some big strides to becoming having their own Navy and Army and Air Force, which they should.
Yeah.
So,
I mean, especially with a hostile foreign state
yeah,
right at their doorstep.
Like, let's be honest, you know, I was not a fan of Japan in World War II. They were just royal dicks. And I personally would have dropped 4 nukes instead of 2. That's just me.
Well, 2 did the job.
Yeah, I know. But I would punish them more. That's
Yeah.
from, what happened at the Bataan Death March and all of that horrible shit they did. And, fuck that.
Tom Bombadil with a 1999 donation. Thank you so much. Have you read the Final Quest series by Rick Joyner?
I have not.
Let's put that one in the brain so you can read it. Terry Megaton, because of Brandon's vaccine mandate, I have to look for a new job. They are hiding the complications. Any idea if a lawsuit can stop it?
You need to talk to an attorney and set something up.
Yep.
And you know what? If you have other people at your work that got fired, get together and it's a lot cheaper if you have 10 people in a lawsuit than just yourself.
Yeah. Very, very true. All right, let's rip through a few of these over on MGTOW.tv. We got some donations here from Generationless. How long before the female reporter that said, let's go, Brandon sues for copyright infringement?
I don't think you can actually copyright that.
Nah. Especially because she was just shilling.
Well, Brandon is a name. You can't really copyright.
Nah.
If it's an actual name of a human being and not attached to a product, you can't really copyright.
And God bless her, though, for fucking up that hard. Senior Airman Dick Fitzwell with a donation. Phil Murphy and New Jersey's governor cheated. Fuck Phil Murphy. Amen to that.
Amen to that.
Dick Almighty. Also, dollars are not free speech, despite what Scrotus says. The dollar is really a vote. You support people who say what you agree with, like politicians, lobbies, etc. They are saying what you would like to say until they don't. Then you don't give them dollars anymore. There needs to be very small limits on campaign contributions in political groups. Term limits 2 times, 4 years off on vacation.
Yeah, the absurd amount of money Facebook put into the presidential election, that should be a crime. That's insane how much money they put in. It's like $500 million or something.
Yeah, it is. It's absolutely insane. Yeah, that totally doesn't sway an election or anything, right? Yeah. Senior Airman Dick Fitzwell with some more things here. If you run out of shit tickets, use newspaper or paper towels.
Which I've done.
That's good time.
It is effective.
I swear, being a leftist is a mental disorder. Let's go, Brandon. Okay, to stop these shenanigans, make an example of these cheaters. Like Mussolini, hang them, and while they're hanging, cut their balls off and shove them in their mouth.
All right, now, hang on. All right, now, hey. Like, if they're found guilty of a capital offense, then okay. There's prescribed ways that's handled. But to, cut people's body parts off and act like a complete just rancid asshole, though I understand the emotion behind that, just out of having dignity, honor, and self-respect, you should not go down that avenue.
Yeah, I would agree with that. Kiro Ninja 00, hey Pop and Blake, congrats on the viewer turnout for the Hammerhand video. I just found out the government of Colombia is trying to launch a mandatory poke passport for all public areas. They just opened everything a couple of months ago. I think the U.S. State Department had some influence in this. Brought to you by Pfizer.
Yeah,
you're probably correct. I mean, after all, Big Pharma is probably buddy-buddy with drug cartels, if I had to guess.
Well, I'm not going to say you're wrong.
Yeah. Sogo, Biden is part of the in crowd. Incoherent, incontinent, and incompetent. That's a nice repeat from the other night, but I like it. Ballistic Zero, give me some of that Twisted Tea vision.
Yeah.
Some good shit over there. Going to jump over to Streamlabs here. Arrow Shogun. I'm amazed that they didn't just toss out enough Republican votes to replace them with Democrat votes. I saw a video of a lady trying to vote electronically and the Republican button was disabled. They just didn't get away with it this time.
That's absolutely correct. And you know what? If you have a militia on standby right outside the polls, a lot of that bad behavior is probably not going to take place out of fear for immediate intervention. Now, I'm not saying that they should do anything violent, but like I said, using historic examples, if you don't get justice in the courts or if you lose it at the ballot box, there's really only one way that it goes after that, historically speaking.
True story. Dynaside 13 with a donation. Cheers, dudes. Great white pills out of Virginia and Jersey. Sadly, it's offset by the potential black pill of my truck still having issues, even after replacing what was thought to be the problem. Should be an easy fix, though. North. Let's go, Brandon.
Yeah.
Dumasta with a $20 tip. Thank you so much. So I work as a stagehand in Reno. The other week I had to work spotlights for, Chelsea Handler.
Yeah.
75 minutes of bitter misandrist spinster trying to cope for her lifetime of bad decisions. Any chance of doing a ride and roast on her for catharsis?
I think we can manage.
Probably
that.
could, yeah. I'm so sick and tired of seeing
You know,
that woman's tits.
we need to put like an image of our card on our website so people can
Yeah.
download it and print it up. And like if they're running somebody that they just
You
can't
go.
stand, you got to watch this
Yeah, you
guy.
gotta watch this shit.
Hand it out. Because I love it when people, when they get all butthurt when I just tell
Yep.
them the truth.
Ascension! Hey, it's been a while. I got the J&J, guys. If you don't have to, don't, but my mother and I had to. And as far as we're doing great, thank God. Thank you, Blake, for being there for me. You're welcome, sir.
Yep.
Shitting yourself in front of the Pope, that's his mating call. You're doing him a favor.
Yeah.
I mean, that is like the mating call of altar boys, right?
Listen, man, I'm going to tell you this right now. I am not a fan of organized religion.
This new Pope is just a fucking asshole.
I have really never been a fan of the Catholic religion, though I have lots of friends who are Catholics and they're cool. But I was never a fan of their whole cult group think that they have going on.
No. Jackal the Emperor just dropped the bomb. $50 tip on
Thank you.
Streamlabs. Holy cow.
We're not bleeding. We're not bleeding.
I bet Truman was an agent for the Soviets. When Patton said, Nazis down, let's turn our guns east, they had him Clintoned because the circumstances of his death were questionable.
Yeah, they killed Patton.
Oof.
Well, I'm going to be honest. He's a warrior. Warriors, after you've been doing it for long enough, you can see the patterns. You can look into the future and make pretty accurate decisions.
Yep.
Or predictions of what's going to happen. And he was absolutely correct. And I found it absolutely ironic. He survived all of World War II.
Yeah.
Countless mortar attacks. You know, he was in a tank that was shot once. And, you know, I mean, just reading some of the shit he did with his life, and then all of a sudden he just dies in a car wreck as soon as this. Come on. Come on.
That really is a popular way to dispatch of people you don't like. These rich assholes. Ascension! Everyone, $20 is $20. Me chilling in the Crytanic. Let me look at the list of what $20 will get you on the Crytanic. 2 hours later. Oh my God, we're nasty. Looks at number 69 on the list. What the hell is regurgitated baby back spit?
Oh.
Yeah, it's just just wait until you get to the section about the herpes spaghetti and meatballs.
Ah.
Don't forget the garlic bread.
Stop it, man. That's just horrid.
I know. Little known fact, when those girls turn 18, they've already been 18 everywhere else and online for 3 years beforehand. If they agreed to and were happy to put on the Hooter outfit, it was already too late.
Yeah.
I have to agree.
They're whole professionals.
Yep.
And they're showing off their pumpermentals.
Yeah. Tracy Wilborn with a $5 donation. What up, Sleepy Joe? Oh, what can it mean to a delusion believer and a $20 whore? Are the monkeys still alive?
How many viewers we have now?
Well, let's check it out here. We are up to 1,355.
Fucking outstanding.
Hot damn, and we crossed over 1,000 likes. Thank you all so much for tuning in tonight. And it is time for, well, I changed the graphic to make Pop a little happier.
That's a fucking idiot. God damn it.
What is he doing? Come on, man.
You ain't black.
The guy's so stupid.
This one's going to spin you the hell up.
Oh, yeah. This is horrible.
Biden wants to give families of illegal immigrants separated at the border $450,000 each.
All right, let this sink in. You enlist in the military. You go to a war zone. And the worst happens and you get whacked. They give your family $400K. So these people they come here illegally, they get separated, and we're going to give them, fuck that. That is horse shit.
Yep. So
And where's he going to get the money for this?
well, just think about
Fuck
it.
him.
You're a law-abiding citizen. So you've been working at a job 20 years. You got a mortgage, a family, you know, you got the 2.5 pets, whatever the hell it is. And you refuse to get a medical procedure done because you are not, your doctor tells you that you shouldn't.
Correct.
you can get fined up to $14,000
Per incident.
This family of criminals can cross into the country illegally and get a check for $450,000 of money that you paid into the system.
Yeah.
With the job that you no longer have because you can't keep it because of medical apartheid.
Yeah. This is really pissing me off, man.
And you can't wash your clothes with that.
Oh,
this is so fucked.
Yeah.
Let's go, Brandon.
Yeah.
All right. And yeah, you remember this too? Biden administration flying illegal aliens to American cities in the middle of the night.
Yep.
We've had what, over 500,000 border crossings.
It's an insane number. I don't
It's insane, and he's shuttling them around all over the country, usually dropping them off in red areas.
Well, hang on. Like I've been saying, if you're a governor of a red state, it is not that hard for you to find out about this
and kick them the fuck.
Round them all up and kick them the fuck out of the country.
Yeah, just hand them a pink slip that reads,
"Okay, we're gonna have to go with a big fuck off."
And there you go.
Yeah, you're like, listen, you're not a citizen of my state. You're not a citizen of this fucking country. Get the fuck out of here.
I wonder why they're allowing so many people in. I mean, could it be that we're about to have a lot of jobs vacated?
Could be.
The poke mandate has been released by OSHA, and 84 million workers face a January 4th deadline.
Yep. That's 80 million people. Now, you do realize what's going to happen if 84 million people can't work because of this horse shit. You've basically turned half the country into a militaristic environment that doesn't like you. That is not good.
Yeah.
That is not good at all.
Yeah, and even if we were to take it lying down, which most people will
probably not,
this would make the Great Depression look like Weekend at Bernie's.
Yep.
But
here we go.
It gets the rabbit hole goes even deeper. Illegal immigrants are exempt from the poke mandate.
Wow.
It's almost like they're setting the table to start, bless you, filling in a lot of these jobs like, well,
yeah,
college prostitutes in triplicate.
Oh, my God. So
I mean, this is just a theory.
No.
It's just a
It's
theory.
not a
From watching everything come together, though, I mean, can you really tell me I'm wrong?
No. No.
I was just going through and I'm looking at all this stuff, and I was like, you know what? This sounds way too damn convenient. This reeks of long game.
Yes, it does. Exactly what I was thinking.
Most popular president ever. 81 million votes, and yet even NBC only has him at 42% approval rating, drastically oversampling Democrats.
He's got to be somewhere in the 25% or less.
When you've got college campuses, college football games breaking out, I mean, these are the echo chambers of society shouting, fuck Joe Biden.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. People are going to start to reevaluate their positions on last November.
And how are you going to stop that? You ever try to stop college kids from doing something? You can't.
You can't.
Well, first of all, at least the ones I knew when I was in college were evil fucking geniuses.
Yeah.
They had no fucks to give.
Yeah.
And literally, I mean, good luck.
Yeah, I mean, shit. College campuses, they have like the campus nurse or whatever. Like, you can literally walk into a room on your college campus, and there's this propaganda all over the place about safe sex and all this other stuff. You can literally grab a handful of condoms, shove them in your pocket, and fucking leave. Since 2019, they've registered an additional 2.5 million cases of venereal disease. If you can't get these kids to wrap their tool, you're not going to get them to shut up.
No, you're not. Listen, and I don't have a problem if they want to run their mouth. I mean, everyone has the right to say what they want to say because hate speech is basically a myth.
Well, hate speech is like hate crimes. Hate crimes, murder doesn't magically become worse if I call you a British cigarette when I'm pulling the trigger.
Yeah,
okay?
Just before I put that piece of lead right through your body, but I said some bad words first, it makes it worse.
Yeah, especially considering the fact that most hate crimes are fake.
I'm going to have to go with yes.
I mean, it was
the
like
major ones, the major hate crimes that make it in the media.
Yeah,
it's like an 80-some-odd %, of them are faked.
Yeah, There was a gay dude who torched his own bar and covered it in gay slurs before he did it. For what?
What a dumbass.
Did you get like a triple insurance payout if it's a hate crime?
It's called double indemnity.
Oh.
When a certain thing happens and they pay you like double the policy.
It's a good movie though, Double Indemnity.
Oh yeah, I saw it in college. I liked it.
It's good. That's a classic film noir. I love those old black and white.
Yeah, me too.
movies.
Me too.
It's good stuff.
Yeah.
I like it.
Speaking of which, we got to get you to do the Twilight Zone thing.
Oh, it's gonna happen.
Dude.
I'm gonna embrace my inner Rod Serling.
Let's do this.
Let's do this. Should we do some fucked up and funny before we wrap up on YouTube?
Yeah, let's do that.
It's been a while.
I like fucked up and funny.
I like it too.
There's some good ones.
The fuck?
She should have done some PT. Stepped on the wiener. Bad day for you. I love that laugh.
I don't even know where I got that from. I just thought it was really
I love
funny
that laugh,
sound
though.
effect.
I love that.
Oh, yeah, we got some funny stuff for you here tonight.
There we
go. We're going to start with some Ranger humor.
Okay.
That's how you make lemonade from lemons right there.
Well, first of all, don't feel up the cripple before he goes into the strip club.
Yeah, you're not really supposed to do that. It's probably a bad idea. Just saying. Oh, and then there's this unfortunate soul here. If it'll freaking play. What are y'all doing? Is it screwing up on me, man?
Fix it, man.
It's screwing up on me, man.
Oh, it's not working?
No, it's not working. What the hell,
what
man?
the hell?
Try going back to this screen. Then I'll come back here, see what it says. Nope, still screwing up.
Oh, well.
Yeah, you fuckers. What about asshole cat?
Oh,
there
yeah.
we go.
It's like, give me some food. Yeah, I'm so hungry. Yeah, please. Yeah, over here. Yeah. Fuck you, man.
This is why we don't like cats.
I can't stand cats.
Cats are, yeah.
I'm not a fan of cats.
Nah, they're kind of shitty. Oh, here's your favorite.
Oh, here we go. Oh, God, no! No! In what world is this a good idea? Oh!
This is why you never trust a sex worker.
Oh my God! Skin graft on the vagine! It's on fire! It's still on fire! Oh my God! Oh my God! Dude!
Wow.
She had to have third-degree burns on her cooch.
Oh, there's no way she doesn't.
Oh my God!
That is just insane.
What are you thinking? You're putting a flammable liquid on your crotch and setting on fire.
That is just
Don't play it again. No. No.
I thought you were into fire crotch.
No.
Not like that?
No, I don't. Oh, God, no.
I mean, at least she finally got those hard-to-reach hairs, toward the back.
Listen, I've seen people after they've been burned relatively extensively, and it's not pretty.
No, most definitely not.
Oh.
Oof.
Oh.
This one's just hilarious.
All right.
It's definitely staged, but this is hilarious.
They block 4 of them with his face. That's awesome.
Oh, that's great. I don't know what was up with the motorcycle video. Oh, there it goes.
Oh, there we go. Oh, no. Okay. That's called drunk throttle.
Oh!
And it falls on top of him. Hopefully he's okay.
He's okay.
He gets up. Yeah. I hope you have insurance and you're ready to pay your deductible.
That's a safe assessment.
Yeah, I am not a fan of any kind of motorcycle kind of thing anyway, so.
We got another real funny one here. I guess these guys didn't get the note that there's security cameras on the gay cruise.
Oh, I think I've seen this one. Oh, yeah. Oh, my God.
Don't worry, it doesn't get too far.
Should we be showing this?
Don't ban us, YouTube. I love it. They're like bargaining with who gets to be on bottom. 1, 2, 3, shoot.
Here we go. It was at this time they realized they fucked up. We're going to play it off.
It's all good, man. So
Jesus Christ! We're going to get banned for that one, man.
That's why we back up the streams to the archive channel.
See, now I'm going to have to start drinking. That was just absolutely
More
horrible.
cold brew for Popp.
That was horrible.
Thank you for tuning in to Fucked Up and Funny. We're going to go to your super chats one more time, and then we're going to take a small break. Or actually, should we wrap up Fucked Up and Funny with the new video that we got sent today? It's a rather fascinating tale told to us by the most popular president ever about Clarence the cop.
Yeah. I like this one.
It went away. Where are you, Clarence the cop? I don't know what happened.
Find it?
Oh, I'm gonna find it because we're gonna play this thing. This is too funny not to share. Oh, here it is, Clarence the cop. Hang on, where's my studio mode, man? I need my studio mode. You know,
is it in there?
Have Clarence the cop. Okay, here we go. And now we should have it here.
Hey, it's your old buddy Joe. You know, Uncle Joe. And today I'm going to tell you just a story about this guy. What's his name? What's that guy's name? Clarence? Yeah, I think it's Clarence. Clarence the cop? Yeah, that's it. Clarence Cop. Yeah, that's the guy I'm going to tell you a story about today. Growing up in Scranton, you know, the mean streets of Scranton. Well, there was this guy, Corn Pop. And Corn Pop, he was a bad dude. And this one time, me and him got into it, and we were about to throw down. I think that's what the kids are calling it today. They're throwing down. But back in my day, we used to call it fisticuffs. And because he was, this guy, like I said, Corn Pop, he was a bad dude. And then Clarence stepped in and he was like, come on, man, come on. And me and Corn Pop looked at each other and were like, yeah, come on, man. What are we doing? What's going on? So we jumped on our bicycles. Then we went down to the soda pop shop and we got ice cream. So I learned a lot that day about roaches and fisticuffs and Rocky Road ice cream. And it's all because of Clarence. Clarence Pop. Clarence Pop the cop. And thank you, Clarence. All right. Okay, let me turn this off here. Now, you guys are paying me for this, right? Just make sure you send Hunter the money and you put it in his account and
But I have a kid lives next door to me. He's like 6 or 7 now.
Yeah.
And like he was like 4 when I moved in.
Yeah.
It literally took him like 2 months to start fucking with me.
Yeah.
Literally, he's like Clarence rhymes with Terrence. And I'm just like, oh, you bastard. That's good stuff, though. Keep it up.
Oh, that is good stuff. I hope you guys like that. That's from Billy Von Baum, who made the Punisher Pop P-Break video. And
well, listen.
Keep them coming.
He needs to put his channel or website at the bottom so people look at it and they could like.
Yeah, but look him up. It's Billy Von Baum or Billy Van Baum. He's also on MGTOW.tv.
Okay.
So check him out. Subscribe to his
That's
channel.
some good stuff, though.
He's
that's pretty funny.
Bitch. What do you think of that one, Clarence?
That's good. You know, my grandfather's first name was Clarence. So
there you go.
And my father wanted to name me Clarence, and my mother would have none of it.
Oh, of course.
So I got Terrence, which rhymes with Clarence.
And then she didn't even call you Terrence.
No, I refused to be called Terrence. I'd rather be called Sean when I was a kid.
Gotcha.
Didn't like the name Terry.
Yeah.
Because it rhymes with fairy. They're not doing it. Sorry.
Four King Dongs.
I was a kid, man.
Do the Pringle Dingle.
Well, you shit in one Pringles can, and you become like just
Legend.
yeah.
Legend. Moogle Minion with a $5 donation. Voles separate to avoid jab. Rumor is no to all accommodations. Godspeed, Pop.
Yep.
Ugh. Jail. Cabergoon Cabulous. Don't worry, guys. OSHA's so slow and understaffed. The COOF 20 will be here before we all get fined.
Well, first of all, you guys need to fight that shit tooth and nail.
Yeah, and honestly, at this point,
It is absolutely ridiculous. Where does it stop?
It has no teeth.
Well, it's not
Eventually,
just
the
that.
Supreme Court will have to weigh in. The executive branch cannot imbue a bureau with power that it did not formally have without proper legislation. They did this with the CDC and the eviction moratorium.
Yep.
He's going to get a cock slap for this. But of course, because the Supreme Court is packed with a bunch of fucking traitors, it's going to take months and months for that to happen.
And there's nothing you can do to them because qualified immunity. You can make up whatever the fuck you want.
Yep.
And since you're running the show, they can't do anything to you. You can make all these bad decisions that fuck people's lives, but there is no punitive action we can take. That is why we have people rioting.
Yep.
Okay, that is horse shit.
Messed up.
Yeah, and I called this years ago when I went to family court and I saw how they just violate your constitutional rights willy nilly in there.
Yeah.
They do, and before that they were doing it in tax court.
Yeah, and because they get away with that,
it just slowly, it's mission creep.
it's like,
it needs to come to a
this
fucking
is really
end.
fun over here. What we're able to do to these dudes, and we can rape their Social Security. It's all fantastic. Yeah.
Correct.
Assholes.
Yep.
Gaz M with a €5 donation. Thank you very much. It says message retracted. I hope that doesn't mean message censored, but this is you.
Probably was.
Probably.
Sorry.
Stephen Conlon with €5. I think Edward Durr's victory is wonderful. So do I. I think that's fantastic. Fuck the dude who lost. He can kiss my ass.
That's right.
Irish Lover 7745. If you want to have dueling on pay-per-view like UFC fights, then whom would you have to go to? Have to go in a steel cage first? Ooh, who would you have go in the steel cage first?
Oh.
Or who would you duel first? Let's just put the question
There's
that way.
a couple former commanders that I would definitely not have a problem
Dina.
fucking them up in a dueling ring.
I mean, there's no biological differences between men and women now, right? So you and Dina can go in there and duke it out.
Yeah.
Equal rights and equal lefts.
She would totally get her ass kicked. She was a paper tiger. She wielded her power unjustly. And in reality,
Jill.
people like that, when they finally come up against the real deal,
Oh, they
fold
shrink.
like a card house.
They shrink like socks in the dryer,
I
man.
hate that bitch.
Tony Soprano, good news. Looks like they are trying to get a recount or a lawsuit going in New Jersey.
Good.
Don't get your hopes up, but I'm glad people are fighting back. That's how it starts, man.
That's how it starts. Yeah.
You keep questioning even when they censor you for doing it. That's for you,
right.
Susan.
Amen!
We said this in one of our Ride and Roasts recently. If you are a channel on YouTube and you are doing content similar to this and you have not yet gotten a strike or any form of reprimand, you're not doing enough.
If you come off the court and you don't have any fouls, you weren't playing hard enough.
Amen to that. Dave Krupel with a $50 donation. Holy cow.
Thank you, man.
Thank you so much. Oath question for Pop.
Here we go.
And all enlisted. One oath part mandates defending the U.S. against all enemies, foreign and domestic. The other mandates obeying all orders of the president. That seems contradictory with Biden as president. When the boog kicks off, what will you do?
I'll honor my oath.
Yes, because it's pretty obvious that we have a domestic enemy.
Well, the thing is, the all enemies, foreign and domestic, is the first part of the oath. That is probably precedence over,
Yeah.
Listen, if you have a tyrant who's doing all kinds of crazy ass shit, and you're not getting anywhere in the courts, history dictates what happens next.
Yep. Oh, excuse me. That was kind of a weak one, though. Dung is fun. All I can say is when I serve community service, poll workers entice people for Medicaid. So stupid. Gaz M. Turns out the big lie is that Brandon really didn't poop on the Pope. Should we push for an audit of his undies to find out?
Yeah, you know what? Listen, his mental brain pan is deteriorating fast.
Oh, without a doubt. And the thing is, even if it didn't happen, that's not the point. The media avoided the story like the plague.
Correct.
And if it had been Trump, they would have been all over
him.
it.
And let's face it, that guy does not eat well.
No, he does not.
But it's fine. I mean, you know, he doesn't want to live to be super old. I get it.
Yeah, that's what it is.
I'm totally cool with it, but I'm just saying.
In fact, from what I understand, he's dropped a ton of weight since leaving office.
Has he?
It's like he's trying to, provide a different image or whatever. I think he's gearing up for.
Well, the thing is, it's like people in that office, there's a whole lot of stress, man.
Oh, yeah.
And a lot of people, when they experience a lot of stress, they gain weight.
Yep.
Because of cortisol.
Brosif, really thinking about traveling to Mexico and then coming back illegally so I can get a nice paycheck and get exempt from the poke and smoke.
Yeah.
Go for it, Juan Pablo. Engineering. Dude, listening to Pop scream is funnier.
Oh, my God. Dude, that was horrible.
Oh, somebody's going to meme that. You know they will.
I know they will, but don't show me shit like that again. I have a problem. You saw what happened when you tried to show me the trans surgery. I couldn't even get 15 seconds into that. That was
you
terrible.
mean you don't like the idea of the cutting?
No!
Like, just right little scalpels and stuff? I'm just saying.
No. God, bastard.
Galen Hess, greetings from NMCB 23.
Oh, what is that?
I don't know.
I don't know either.
NMCB 23.
Is that a ship?
Could be. Yeah, Galen, what does that mean, bro? I'm in the dark, so's Pop. Irish Lover 7745. Blades or knuckle dusters?
Blades.
Yeah. Jeff Schroeder with a $10 donation. Pop, will we see more Pops preppers in the future? Please
Yes.
keep them coming.
Yes, and I want to probably film a thing on knife fighting.
That sounds like fun.
Yeah.
Since you picked blades, obviously.
Well, you could be surprised how much damage you can do with a knife. You can do more damage with a knife. If you're close to somebody and they don't have their gun out and you have a knife, they're done.
Yeah.
Like literally, you could be on them before they clear leather and just...
That is when it is acceptable to bring a knife to a gunfight.
That's absolutely correct.
Dumbmaster 12 on Streamlabs. Another mark of a tyrant is he prefers foreigners to citizens and lives with them and invites them to his table. For the citizens are his enemy, but the foreigners enter into no rivalry with him. Quote from Aristotle on politics.
Well, it looks like people back in the day were seeing the same shit.
Because
we're hairless monkeys, we don't learn from our mistakes, and we're evil bastards.
Especially when you've got a group of leftoid assholes in this country who think it's a phenomenal idea to revise and destroy history.
Yeah, yeah.
That's a good way to not learn from it.
They also want to, go back to being segregated.
Yeah, because progress.
Yeah, and lots of people died, and all kinds of pandemonium took place to get that stricken down, and now they want to go back to it.
Yeah, it totally makes all the sense in the world.
Oh no, it's easy if you want to control people.
Yeah.
You just divide and conquer.
Yeah, if you finally accept the irrefutable fact that the Democrats still want slaves, it all makes sense.
Yes, it does.
Arrow Shogun again. You recommend the 6.5 Creedmoor over the 8mm Hauser due to ballistics. Want to build an AR-10 chambered in 6.5, but the latter has much more armor-piercing and incendiary ammo available, but has fewer semi-auto guns that fire it. FND shoots 7mm and 8mm Mauser.
Listen, look, if you're going to do like a military caliber or something close to it, get a 308 or a 30-06. You can always hand-load a 30-06 to be a little hotter. You'll get similar ballistics to a 300 Win Mag. The Mauser rounds, they're okay, but they're not a military caliber. So you're going to have a hard time. You have to get the brass and all of the components to reload it. And then, from what I understand, the chamber pressures on that are on the high side, so you're only going to get maybe 3 or 4 reloads out of every piece of brass. And what are you going to do when you run out of brass? You got a boat anchor.
Yep.
So I'm just saying. I mean,
not that you know about guns falling to the bottom of the ocean.
Yeah. I mean, I have a 6.5, or I used to have a 6.5 PRC, but that is such a wildcat round. I have to I would have to reload it myself. And that brass was super expensive.
I bet it is.
So I mean,
now all brass is expensive.
Yeah. Yeah, it's getting crazy.
Storicide 13, the Reds came to Kenosha to riot just for fun. The DNC had told him that the cops were on the run, but communists and primates, while on a jog at night, say remember Kyle Slaughter and the bloody Armalite. God damn, I love spicy meme songs. Narf!
Outstanding.
Whatever works, man. I like it. Jumping over to MGTOW.tv, checking it out over here. We got an additional few donations. Ballistic Zero, as a fellow chairborne ranger, loving the huge paperclip. Is that still on your finger? Did you take that thing off?
That's right here. This holds the brain, man.
It does.
I put it on the brain, then I put the pen in there to hold it, because I don't like going anywhere without a pen after all that time in the military.
Yeah.
If you got caught without a pen, you're out of uniform and they smoked you.
Nice. Dick Almighty with a $25 donation. Thank you so much. Popp is correct about Patton. MacArthur was right about nuking China during the Korean policing action.
Correct.
Yeah, I bet we're thinking about that one right now. Oh, yeah. Ballistic Zero, again, with 3 donations here back-to-back. Just in, extra. A guy that lost his $45K a year job working construction in New York wishes he would have crossed the border illegally instead for $450K.
Yep.
In regards to your favorite video of the night, that pussy was lit.
Dude, that was terrible, man. Don't show me that shit again.
To that one fella over there, the oath does specify lawful order. When you get promoted as an NCO, your orders read lawful and moral orders. Even me with a lower IQ than room temperature can understand that.
In Iraq, I literally went toe-to-toe with lieutenant colonels and some full-bird colonels for issuing unlawful orders.
Yeah. You got to do what you got to do.
And
what's right is right.
I literally, I had a battalion commander tell me that they're going to take warning shots off of the table. Even though the theater commander, you know, had an escalation of force policy and warning shots are in there. And it says at the bottom that they can add steps to it, but they can't take away. And I told him, I was like, you can't do that. It's the theater commander. Well, you're going to give that briefing anyway. Okay, I'll do it at 6 o'clock when I come back from victory because I'm going to file an IG complaint. And that's exactly what I did.
Good. Back over on Odyssey here, we got a library coin donation from Fina Faitaha. Just call Dems commies and Atsines.
Okay. I'm cool with that.
It fits them better than it fits the right. That's for damn sure.
Listen, if they're trying to force you to do shit against your will,
yeah,
that's pretty Nazi-esque or communist.
I was going to say, the people who are slinging around that slur, hearkening back to World War II, they're the ones who are building camps for unpoked people.
Correct.
In other countries. I mean, that hasn't set off any alarm bells in your thinking meat yet?
Yeah, what the fuck are you thinking, man?
God. 25 library coins from Mr. Right. Economy-cism!
Okay.
Works for me. Francois Le Chatin, le ho. Hello, gentlemen. The day before yesterday, I would have liked to tell you that I never have nightmares, really. However, if there is one thing that I find very nightmarish, it is what awaits our civilization, namely the Western world and really all humankind, due to those dang SJWs. You need the deep and nasal voice of Craig Tucker from South Park for this one. I don't know who that is. If I could retire to such a place as the town of El Cabrados or the Verdant Meadows Airfield Graveyard in Grand Theft Auto San Andreas to live quietly and never be bothered again by any of those mother fornicators, I would be so happy.
I bet you there's a lot of people that wish they could do that. And those people, they don't want to be fucked with. And when you fuck with them and you push them over the edge, you are in for a treat.
Oh, yeah. Andreas Christian, all government jobs require rigorous testing. Have you seen the government and bureaucrats? None of them are capable, so what are these tests for? To find out the most corrupt and decrepit sociopath in the group and give that sociopath the job? Easy to control.
Well, when you have affirmative action, you hire, on quotas, you're never going to get the group to perform anything better than dead average.
Nope.
If you want exceptional people, you got to disregard that, and you got to pick people, test them, and make sure they meet the standard.
Yeah.
If you don't do that, all you're going to get is mediocre performance.
I mean, go to your local DMV, if you're in Michigan, Secretary of State, and watch these people move.
Yeah.
They move at the speed of smell.
Yeah, that's pretty bad.
And they do not give a shit about you or what you need. And I think it's because they can look around them and see a bunch of unqualified asshats who are going to perform at that level anyway and still keep their jobs. So Why the hell am I going to excel?
It was like, you know, the difference between the regular Army, straight leg infantry, and airborne infantry.
Yeah.
Or spec op units.
Spec
When I was in 9th ID, it was like we almost never made it on time in any of our movements because we had so many fallouts and weak motherfuckers. Then I went to the 2nd Ranger Battalion, and I was in the spec op communities. It was rare to get more than one person to fall out, and usually the person that fell out was like injured beforehand, and he would still like give it his all and try to, you know, complete the mission because that's what we're trained to do. In the 9th ID, everyone wanted to sham. You know, me and like 2 other guys were doing like 80% of the extra duty work because they would tell us to do shit, didn't have to be supervised, and it got done. So they're punishing the people that work, and they're rewarding the people that don't do shit.
Sounds like government work to me.
Exactly. Exactly.
Been banned. Nothing to say. Just some library coin.
Thank you.
Thank you very much. Ebtide. Stop animal-human gene splicing. AOC is a product of a Tijuana donkey show accident gone wrong. Sometimes abortion is better. Prove me wrong.
Oh, my God. Dude, that's savage.
That is harsher than homegrown shit right there.
That is a savage. Oh, God, that's so savage.
Wow.
Wow. That's good. I like it. I like it.
Ooh. Yeah, tell AOC that joke and you'll be following it up with another classic. Why the long face, horse? I'm not horse. I'm Sarah Jessica Parker.
You're just a garden tool.
Yes. Chad, Popp understands no note-taking gear in boot camp. You got smoked.
That's right. If you don't have, and it better be black ink.
Yeah.
Because I made that mistake of signing my name in blue ink, and holy shit, that went all the way up to the sergeant major, and he called me in his office, and he's just like, you see this? See this invention here? It's called a black pen, and you're supposed to have one on you at all the time. Why am I looking at this form, and it has your name signed in blue ink? Road march! I'm like, God damn it.
So the military likes their ink the way that your ex-wife liked her men?
Hey, allegedly. In all actuality, you know, the rumor is there was some egg rolls in there, a couple Polish sausage, a kielbasa or 2. So it was like an equal opportunity kind of thing.
You know what they say? Variety's the spice of wife.
Of course, this is all rumored control, and it's all allegedly. I don't want to get sued.
I'm going to give myself a pat on the back for that pun.
That was a good one. That was a good one.
All right. We're going to take a break so Popp can go empty his squirrel bladder, and we will be rejoining you all on new tech for the remainder of the stream.
Give us a count how many people we have on.
We got 1,174 still watching the stream with 1,215 likes, so we're officially ahead of the game.
Excellent.
Thank y'all for tuning in. I will be putting links in the live chat while the music video plays if you want to join us for the latter half, or not half, but probably like the last half hour, because we're going to be talking about some forbidden fruit, if you know what I mean.
Amen.
So we will be back with you shortly.
All right.